Mr. Hershey. How you doing? Very good. Could be better. Worse. Not good. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
You all right?
Huh? Yeah, I just retired now, so.
Miss it?
Well, yeah, I've been covered 23 years, 24 years. So, yeah. But I'm not gonna go out and look for another job. And do start over.
Okay, good. Please rise, and I'd ask the scouts to lead us in the pledge.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
I almost wrecked it again. Don't do that.
Welcome to everybody that's here and those that are online. Roll call.
Hey. Rosenberg. Present. Let me get my microphone rolling here. Mylord.
Here.
Albrecht.
Here.
Blatz.
Here.
Carney.
Here.
Boney.
Here.
Roach.
Here.
Small here.
Here.
Hudson.
Here.
Blackburn.
Here.
Vorse.
Here.
Campbell.
Here.
Van Hook.
Here.
Thank you. We also have Mr. Small here from the county board and Mr. Hersey, our treasurer, in the audience tonight, too. So thank you for being here. Okay. There is no public hearing. You've all received copies of the minutes of the July 15th meeting. Do I have a motion for approval?
So move.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second. Is there any discussion?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, I was marked absent. I tuned in a little bit late, but they had me voting later on in the minutes, so I probably better.
We can correct that on the minutes. Thank you very much, Tom. All right. Anybody else?
We wrote it down.
It is in the minutes.
Yeah, yeah. We read it.
Tom.
Fair enough.
We didn't miss you.
Okay, so we have a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. All right. There is no city presentations, so we'll move right into public comments. And we would invite anybody who has any comments that they would like to make to the council, to address it strictly to the council as a whole, not to individuals or to individuals in the audience. We would also ask you that if you are here, a citizen of O'Fallon, to just state your name and the ward that you're in, or if you're representing the company, state your name and the company that you're representing. And please keep your comments civil. This is a business meeting, and we also ask you to please limit your comments to no more than 5 minutes. So with that, I'll open it up. Anybody has any comments? There is a second time later on in the meeting for comments as well.
Evening, Vern Ware, Ward 3. Tonight you're going to be, I guess you're going to pass the budget for this payment, this period of payment, over $2 million. I just wondered if the people understand how much money is going out and what it's going for. So I just had a few notes for myself to reflect and try to figure out where the money and why it's spent and where it's spent. I don't know what on page 7 you had the CPP transportation for Veneta Road Drive for I don't know what is that a vehicle you're buying for $11,916.80? Question. You had some sort of a Delta Digital Media who's putting together a video historical home and buildings for $1,325. Was this a sole source deal? Because I didn't see anything come before the committee meetings to bring this up. Then you have $33,000 you paid for signage for I-9 trail signage. $33,000 for signage. You're also paying still, I don't understand in regards to the dumping that you have to do out at the waste treatment plant, and you're still making payments, or not paying them, for $7,300 for, I guess, picking up the sludge and whatever. Then we have Holland Construction. Evidently, I'm trying to understand this. I guess this is a payment to them for work in place, or if this is their first draw against the multi-million-dollar project that's going out there. So it's $971,321.99 is what they turned in for a draw. That's what I refer to in the construction, as you're doing a draw against that account. I'm hopefully considered, probably would be a percentage of retainage held out of that also. So I guess it was over $1 million before you paid them this. But my question is, who's watching the hen house and making sure that you're getting your bang for your buck for what is it work in place? Yeah, you have an annual fee for sludge generators and items for $32,500. Then you have some more signs you put up for $17,500. You also have Midwestern Meter Company. You went out and bought 81 new meters for $8,200 and whatever. My question relates back to Public Works in regards to the United Systems software for Public Works for 500 water pits and connections for $52,727.72. So where's these 500 pits going to go in at? Is this some other development going on in town we don't know about? I'll stage it out here and come back. Maybe I'll get some answers, and I got some more stuff for you in second half. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Anyone else have any comments?
Mary Jean Hutchison, Ward 2. Just a couple comments on Forward 50, which I only made it to a couple of meetings, so, you know, just some general things. First of all, nice plan. There's a lot of great things about it. Love roundabouts. If you ever go to Carmel or a lot of other places, and of course Europe, you know, it's all about roundabouts, and I do think they are great. So that part is good. The bad part is I don't see in the plan where it's going to handle the stacking and the other issues, because all that is going to get pushed to every four-way stop you have here and all on State Street. So you're going to get them off of there, and then you're going to come here and stack and stop, stack and stop, stack and stop, stack and stop. So, you know, I didn't see where it was addressed. Maybe that's in Plan B. What's a safe crosswalk? You know, I think that's been brought up before. First of all, we don't have a lot of control on Highway 50, but you don't put a crosswalk in the middle of the block. And I noticed, you know, we already have that issue across from Community Park, and then I noticed that we put one by Walgreens, crazy, right off there. You know, you need to be at the corner. Rain gardens, great concept. They don't work a lot of the time, unless they're massive. So just keep that in mind, large scale. Over the plan, over and over and over, I see multifamily, high density. Where's the stop factor on multifamily? There's a percentage, international ratio, you know, and I don't know if we're following that. Streetscape signage, it's great. You know, we have it downtown. Does anybody ever look at it? When I go to places, I don't look at that. I use my phone. That's where you need to push out the information. It's decorative if you want to spend all your money on that kind of stuff. Saw a lot of suggestions. Maybe it's stuff that's already been submitted to Justin on the private development, but you know, we have some control over that, but it's really none of our business. Probably the last thing That's probably the most disturbing thing that kind of jumped out at me. On page 249, if you guys haven't read the detail of it, what do we highlight? Transparency here, people. We highlight High Point and what they've done. If you want to highlight somebody in O'Fallon that has done something, you highlight the Peel or things Brad McMillan's done. You don't highlight something that's connected here. It just doesn't look good. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else have any comments? Hearing none, we will move along with the rest of our agenda. Jerry, I think you've got something for the closure for
I
us.
have a little piece here, Mayor. Nominating petitions will be available in my office during normal business hours, Monday through Thursday. That's from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., beginning on Tuesday, August the 20th, 2024. For those interested in running for the office of mayor, clerk, treasurer, and council members for the April 1st, 2025 consolidated election.
Thank you.
Now you know.
Very good. And you'll note that that is earlier than what it has been in the past. They have been moved up both for the time to pick up petitions as well as the time for turning them back in. So before we move into the items on the agenda under Mayor's Report, there is one other item that I just wanted to remind everybody who has received notification to participate in the citywide survey. Those notices are out to people. The deadline for getting those in is August 28th. So please, as a reminder, if you have received one, we do appreciate you taking the time to give us your feedback on that questionnaire. So, Mrs. Foney, would you please take 6.1, please?
Yes, Mr. Mayor. I'd like to make a motion to approve the reappointment of Valerie Hancock to the Historic Preservation Committee for a 3-year term expiring August 15th, 2027, and Mark Hamplin to the Historic Preservation Committee for a 3-year term expiring August 19th, 2027.
Second.
We have a motion. We have a second. Is there any discussion? Hearing and seeing none, roll call.
Mylord.
Yes.
Albrecht.
Yes.
Lotz.
Yes.
Carney.
Yes.
Boney.
Yes.
Roach.
Yes.
Small here.
Yes.
Hudson.
Yes.
Blackburn.
Yes.
Vorse.
Yes.
Campbell.
Yes.
Van Hook.
Yes.
Rosenberg.
Affirmative.
Thank you. I just want to give a shout out and a thanks to everybody that was involved with the district nights. This is our second year of putting the district nights program together on June, July, and August, and I think all 3 nights were very successful. It got a little warm the last evening, but everybody seemed to have a very good time with it. So a thank you to everybody that's involved. It's not something that just happens overnight by itself. City Fest is August 23rd and 24th at the Family Sports Park, so it's just a reminder to everybody. The parade, I think, is totally filled out, and that is for Saturday evening. It is entirely booked at this point. So we'll move on into resolutions. Mrs. Lotz, would you please take 7.1, please?
Yes, Mr. Mayor. I move that we approve a resolution authorizing a transfer of reserves and budget amendments for major funds with expenditures in excess of budget amounts at the end of fiscal year *24.
Second.
We have a motion. We have a second. Is there any discussion? Hearing and seeing none. Roll call.
Albrecht.
Yes.
Lotz.
Yes.
Carney.
Yes.
Foney.
Yes.
Roach.
Yes.
Small here.
Yes.
Hudson.
Yes.
Blackburn.
Yes.
Vorse.
Yes.
Campbell.
Yes.
Van Hook.
Yes.
Rosenberg.
Affirmative.
Mylord.
Yes.
Thank you. Mr. Roach, 7.2, please.
Yeah, to make a motion that we adopt the 450 Great Streets Initiative Plan.
Second.
We have a motion. We have a second. Is there any discussion? Yes, sir.
I'd just like to let everybody know this is a plan. That's not projects there's a lot of studying and other things that need to be done before it's turned into concrete. So it's a way forward. A lot of work's gone into identifying that kind of thing, but there's a lot of work to do to come up with the details. The devil is always in those details.
Thank you, Jerry. And yes, you're exactly right. There was a lot of work went into it. A lot of people gave insight into it to help select the major items that they would like to see move forward. So, and it will not happen overnight. It will take a few years to put everything together, planning as well as finances to implement those things. So thank you very much. We have a motion. We have a second. Any other discussion? If not, roll call.
Lots.
Yes.
Carney.
Yes.
Foney.
Yes.
Roach.
Yes.
Smallhair.
Yes.
Hudson.
Yes.
Blackburn.
Yes.
Vorse.
Yes.
Campbell.
Yes.
Van Hook.
Yes.
Rosenberg.
Affirmative.
Mylard.
Yes.
Albrecht.
Yes.
Thank you. We'll move to ordinances for first reading. Mr. Roach, 8.1, please.
Yes, thank you. I make a motion that we approve ordinance amending ordinance 623 zoning for 1410 Chrisneck Drive and 520 South Seven Hills Road, consisting of 17.54 acres.
Second.
We have a motion. We have a second. Is there any discussion? Hearing and seeing none, roll call.
Carney.
Yes.
Foney.
Yes.
Roach.
Yes.
Smallhair.
Yes.
Hudson.
Yes.
Blackburn.
Yes.
Vorse.
Yes.
Campbell.
Yes.
Van Hook.
Yes.
Rosenberg.
Affirmative.
Mylard.
Yes.
Albrecht.
Yes.
Lots.
Yes.
Thank you. Mr. Roach, 8.2, please.
Yes, thank you. I make a motion that we approve ordinance amending ordinance 623 zoning development known as DP Golf Indoors located at 1334 Central Park Drive, Suite 7.
Second.
We have a motion. We have a second. Is there any discussion? Hearing and seeing none, roll call.
Foney.
Yes.
Roach.
Yes.
Smallhair.
Yes.
Hudson.
Yes.
Blackburn.
Yes.
Vorse.
Yes.
Campbell.
Yes.
Van Hook.
Yes.
Rosenberg.
Affirmative.
Mylard.
Yes.
Albrecht.
Yes.
Lots.
Yes.
Carney.
Yes.
Thank you. We do not have any ordinances for second reading tonight. So at this time, I will open up for the second time for anybody who has any additional comments that they would like to make to the council.
Hancock, Ward 3. I just wanted to take the time to say thank you so much for my reappointment to the Historic Preservation Commission. And I also wanted to let everybody know and remind everybody that there's also the Historical Society. We have the museum with 3 floors of the most eclectic collection that you've ever seen. So if you've never been over there and you'd ever like to come by, let me know. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Vern Ware, Ward 3. A couple other questions. I see you have also page 24 of your warrant report. Morton Salt Industry, you got $160,609.69. I hope this is for winter salt you're buying at this time. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking it would be. Perfect Mind Incorporated, a subscription you have with them for $27,000. You know, what is it? And were there other bidders that could have bid at the project maybe? And it got some plans for Veneta Road Business District for $4,375. I haven't seen anything in any community meetings about that, what that is entailed in. Just some thoughts for information. And I had a couple questions that haven't been answered, and a couple other, well, for one, I asked several times, and I got a response back, how safe is our sports park out there, in lieu of what happened up in Alton. And the other one is, I noticed down there at the U-Scream ice cream place that it's still dark in that area and it's really a safety hazard for people going to and fro for that. And I haven't seen anything there putting another stoplight in for that. So, just.
You mean stoplight? You mean, you don't mean stoplight, you mean a light, street
A
light?
Right, a light,
Okay.
not stoplight,
All right.
I'm sorry. Didn't mean to say stoplight, a light, for the pedestrians that frequent that establishment. So, and I just wanted to know if you're going to run for mayor too again.
No, sir, I'm not.
Have you made it knowledgeable yet on that?
No, sir, I'm not.
You're not running, okay.
No, sir.
Well, I have a chance then. Thank you.
Yes, you do. Always a chance. Okay, just to respond to a couple of them, yes, you're correct, that is salt for the streets. And I believe we're in touch and working with Ameren to try to get some things done for the street light. That's a Ameren light pole that needs to go up there. And I can attest to the fact that Sandy and the Parks Department are watching that the bills coming in are respective of the budget and the estimates that were established going into the project. So thank you for your questions. With that said, I will move on into reports. Mr. Roach, Community Development.
Yes, we met July 2nd. Those draft minutes are attached for review. We had several items that we've already handled for business. And the next meeting will be scheduled for August 12th, generally 6 o'clock, but check the website for any changes.
Thank you. Mr. Rosenberg, Public Works.
Thank you, sir. We have not met since the last city council meeting. The next meeting is scheduled for August 26th. Check the website for the time. It's usually 6 o'clock. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Vorst, Public Safety.
We have not met since the last council meeting, so our next scheduled meeting is next Monday. Check the website for details.
Mr. Albrecht, Parks and Environment.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The Parks and Environment Committee will meet next Monday at 5:30. Check the website just in case it gets canceled between now and then. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Mrs. Lotz, Finance and Administration.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, the committee last met on July 22nd. The draft minutes are attached. Everything that needed addressing was addressed this evening. We do have a warrant that needs to be approved. So I move that we approve warrant number 541 in the amount of $2,608,906.34.
We have a motion. Do we have a second? We have a second. Is there any discussion on the warrant? Hearing and seeing none, roll call.
Roach,
Yes.
Smallhair,
Yes.
Hudson,
Yes.
Blackburn,
Yes.
Force,
Yes.
Campbell,
Yes.
Van Hook,
Yes.
Rosenberg,
Affirmative?
Mallard,
Yes.
Albrecht,
Yes.
Lotz,
Yes.
Carney,
Yes.
Tony.
Yes.
Thank you. Was there anything else under Finance Administration?
No, just that the next meeting is scheduled for August 26th at 5:30.
Thank you. Okay. With that, closing out everything we had on the agenda, I would accept a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. We stand adjourned. Thank you.
We stand up. And adjourn.
Moved it right along.
Yes.